Well, hello, AP class. If you're viewing this, it's Monday, the power stayed on, and it's fifth hour. So I want to first start off with saying how totally weird this feels, like I'm doing some sort of confessional blog post. Yeah, so that. Number two, first things first, if you and your group wanted to present your scenes from the Oscar Wilde play, I want to give you a chance to do that. So in this video, there's going to be a lot of pausing, and we've got our sub. Hey, what's up, dude? Look good. So just pause this if that is an appropriate thing to do. So right now, first pause coming up. I'm going to ask you to go ahead and pause this video in a moment. And while it's paused, the Oscar Wilde groups, I'll give you 2 minutes to decide if you want to go or not. And the groups that want to go ahead and perform, and we'll see it. It'll be great. And the groups that don't, you can pass. And if half the group doesn't, then you're not going. So 50% says no, then it's a no-go. And if 50% or more of the group wants to go, then you're doing it. So go ahead and pause now for Oscar Wilde performances. When whoever wanted to go has gone, press play again. All right, cool. Those are really good. Nice job. So now we move on to the next thing. So hopefully you saw the video from this weekend in which you selected a book that you want to read for the Lit Circles. Now there are 4 boxes of books at the front of the room. They are Brave New World, they are Crime and Punishment, Joy Luck Club, and Cold Mountain. So right now, I would like you to pause this video in a moment. Everyone, you're going to stand up, go to the front of the room, grab the book that you want, and then group together in the 4 sections of the room where the people who have the same book are. So go ahead and do that now. Pause. All right. So you are now sitting with people who have a similar book to you. Maybe there's just 1 or 2 people. That's fine. Maybe half the class picked a book. If they need more Cold Mountains, they are locked in the cabinet in the back, the second door. Anybody in the English department can open that up for you. The other ones, those are as many as we have. So if they're gone, pick your second favorite. All right, so you now need to divide up into groups of no more than 6. Ideally between 4 and 6. 5 is really good. If only 2 or 3 people are choosing one book, that's fine. That's fine. So divide yourself up into subgroups of 4 to 6 people ideally, and then sit at your own table as a group. So there might be 2 or 3 Joy Luck Club groups, or 2 or 3 Cold Mountain groups. So right now, divide up into these groups. Work it out. Don't leave anybody out. Don't hurt anybody's feelings. Low drama. It's just for a week. It's going to be okay. So go ahead and pause while you divide up into groups. Okay, nice job. So you're now in groups. What I'd like you to do, if the sub could please pass out this smaller packet that says Introduction to Literature Circles. If you could pass those out, please. And ladies and gentlemen, you're going to have your first task. So these are being passed out. As you're getting them, it's going to explain literature circles. You don't need to read that to each other. I'm not going to read it to you. What you're also going to do is turn to the second page, and it has the book that you're reading and the names of the people in your group. Go ahead and put everybody's name down. Everybody do this for each group so you know who's in your group. Now, there's a pause coming up. You'll notice that this unit is Tuesday, Thursday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then you need to add one onto this. So you're going to add on Monday. So I'll do it right now. Monday. And the answer to Monday is the end. By Monday, you have to have completed this book. So what you're going to do right now, in your group, you'll pause in a moment, the video. You and your group are going to decide what pages do you want to have read by Tuesday, by Wednesday, by Thursday, by Friday, and by Monday. You're in essence making your own reading schedule. Now this will be the only thing that we work on in this class. So you're going to have a bunch of in-class reading time. You'll also have to do some work at home, because we're going to do a novel in about a week. So go ahead and pause, and I'll give you guys 5 minutes to figure out what your reading schedule is going to look like, figure in calendar, things you want to do, what's on TV that night, so that you can figure out a schedule that works for your group. Go ahead and do that. Pause the video. Cool. All right, we're back. So you have your reading schedule. Now, there are some jobs that are outlined here. We've got Tuesday's jobs, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Monday. The goal of this this is for each person to play a different role. If you have a group of 5 people, that's going to work out perfectly. If you have a group of 4, someone's going to double up. If you have a group of 3, you're going to really have to get creative. So what's going to happen is you're going to figure out who's going to play what role on each day. So ideally, everyone plays one role one time in a perfect world. If you're not in a perfect group, then you're going to have to divide this up and figure out how it plays out. And that's going to be okay because you guys can handle this. So right now, I'll give you another 5 minutes as a group to figure out who does what, and you're all going to write this in each of your papers. And while you are figuring this out, if the sub could pass out the second packet, which is much bigger, which is Introduction to Literature Circles, I believe it has the same, it has this cover page on it, Introduction to Lit Circles. So check that out, please. Go ahead. And pause me, please. All right, so you have just completed who's doing what on this page. It actually spills onto the third. And you have your second packet. So this has a lot of things that you're going to be doing throughout. This is in the second packet now. It's got your literature circle class expectations, your pre-reading, you've just done that. During reading, you're going to have the number of pages, and you're each going to play a role. What happens in class times? 4 through 9 is what happens in class time. You're going to do all of these things. Each person will play their role. It's really nice. And during discussion, you've got the things that are going to happen, which are the ways that we connect text. Text to itself, text to yourself, text to the world. This is stuff that you know. We've been having these conversations. And briefly, what you'll see is outlined in here is what each person does each day. And there is a sheet for them to take a look at. So on your day that you're the discussion director, the night before, not in class, you're going to fill this out and talk about different types of questions. Whoever's a summarizer, they'll do that page. Passage analyst, your job is outlined through here. Essential questions connector. So you have this opportunity to do your page and then arrive to class ready to go. And the more you prepare for class, the better discussions are going to be, the better you are at the reality of holding class for yourself. Each day, you should keep notes on what happens in class. So in addition to your role, you're going to take notes. There's a template on the back of that second packet that looks like this. For one, whatever your notes look like is fine. I'm going to ask you to turn your notes in at the end of this, which brings us back to the first packet. So many papers. And in it, there are a couple of things. So the last page of the first packet is, in addition to what you're doing, your daily roles, you're also going to create something which will convey to the class what they felt was important, impactful, powerful, or useful about their novel. This artifact can take any form. So this could be a project, this could be a presentation, this could be a social media experiment, this could be a lot of different things. Maybe it's a couple of things that you guys combine to do, but it's the whole group coming together. This is due on Monday, the same day that you're finishing the book. You're going to have a thing that you've created that will be, in essence, your final project. So you're turning in your packet with all your notes from the days that you presented, your notes that you kept on everyone else's presentations that you worked on as a group, and this artifact. And I'll give you a short bit of writing, very, very short, like a half paragraph about your role and how it worked out, and kind of a reflection piece. So I'm going to be in class Thursday, but we're doing this all week and across the weekend. What are our goals? It's important to know what our goals are. You can read those. What I want you to be able to do is read a book that you're interested in. I want you to work with people, because in college, this is kind of how it works. You need to find people, you need to find study groups, you need to handle things. All of this material I took off the AP website. This is totally academically appropriate. You guys just need to bring the heat. And this means you're not on your phones. It means you're not tuning the people out because they're peers. You're going to sit together for the rest of the week, the group that you just formed, and you are going to do a close study of a novel. Can I switch if I don't like my book? Once you commit to a book, I want you to try and power through it. It's just for a week. All the titles are good. And I feel like you can find something that works well. If you have any questions, you have any concerns, text me, tweet at me, start a thread on the discussion board, email me. I'm happy to answer your questions. You'll be doing this for the rest of class today, Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday with the sub, and Thursday I have some teaching I'm going to do for the first half of class. Second half of class, you guys will have the opportunity to do this again. Friday, I'll have some direct instruction as well as this, and then Monday we will be ready to rock with your presentations as well as figuring out what your last session with your group is, and make sure everyone's playing their roles. If somebody's absent, forge on without them. I'm getting a low battery signal from my phone, which means it's probably time for me to go. I hope this video worked out. I apologize for all of the packets and all of the paper. It just, with the power turned off, it was pretty tough to make copies. Sorry I can't be there with you guys. I'm excited for all 4 of these books, all books that I've read and enjoyed. I think you guys are going to have a good time, and better you guys talk to each other than me, because really, that's just getting old for you, I'm sure. Have a great day. Be good to the sub. Thank you very much for watching the class, and enjoy your new books, guys. I'll talk to you soon.